The three must knows is very important. I do think that that's one mistake that a lot of schools make. In school, like I talk about this with my friends all the time. I feel like they try to throw so much information at us at once that we can't understand it. They throw so much information at us at once that we can't consume it all. So we just pick what we can, and then if we understand it, we understand it. We don't. You know what I mean? It becomes like, okay, I'm only doing this because. But now you can see like towards the end, and people are actually understanding. Everybody knew the must knows. Like it was so little information, but also a lot of information at the same time that people were able to like consume it and be like, okay, this is what this means, and this is the importance of it. That was one of the major things that I would say like was the best option for the program, because if you were throwing like 10 different things at them, I can promise you that nobody would have really been able to interact and like understand what was going on to the extent that you wanted them to.
Because even though it's three things, those things impact a lot, and it a lot. Those three things are basically how it's structured. It allowed me to understand it, and with the knowledge I was given, I'm able to, I could tell my cousins about it. I could tell anyone.
It's good that you guys have it specifically down to one topic, and then you split that one topic into three, because that's just, it's to the point, it's quick, it's understandable, it's not hard to understand. Like you make it very easy to, like, it's not confusing at all, like I don't think there was a single thing that I saw that was really like a piece of like information that you told us that was like, huh, like what is that, like what, unless you think and have a question. But like I think it was straightforward, it was to the point, definitely very educational.
I know there's a lot of people, me for myself, I'm one of those kind of people who, if I'm just like bombarded with a bunch of information all at once, I may forget like certain key aspects or things like that. But like you guys, being that you broke it down by like, what we should know, I felt like it gave us the opportunity to learn more about each one and then remember things that are important.
Like the whole subject, you talked about different it's a topic, you talked about different things under it, and then in the end we got the entire picture, you know what I mean? Bringing things down into like, I think you did it almost into like categories in a way, and it made things more understandable. You picked it apart and then you brought it together, you know what I mean?
If you would have just said, we're just learning about opioids, it was like, okay, what about them, why? And then you put them into three, it's like you got opioids and then the three things you want to talk about it. So it was like, okay, that's easier to understand, and you kind of just narrowed it down to the three simple things. So it was just easier and clearer for me.
What we were about to, we knew we have to know about what an opioid is and the Good Samaritan law and one pill can kill. Like that way, it made it easier and simple and effective to us.
2 times a week, an hour sessions. If you tried to force that much, like if you tried to burn it out, then you would be like, I feel as though not even if you was to do it, just bringing it down to the 3 main points rather than like going all over the place. It makes it easier not only for you, because rather than like you got to find this, all this information that you want to try to present in the hour time period, it makes it easier for like the students and the people there to like, they have an idea of what's the main points they got to focus on. What is this? And then they'll just like branch down those key points rather than just like going all over the place.
The 3 must knows kept it really focused. It's like we knew what the topics were. We knew what we had to keep in mind. We knew what we had to learn about. If there were more things, I feel like it would be disorganized, like unorganized. It would be kind of all over the place because, like you said, since there's only 2 days out of the week, and there's 3 things, we can really focus on those 3 things and not on other things. Like if there was, say, 6 things, then it would be like, that's 1 thing per class. It would be very like difficult to keep it all in mind. I feel like the fact that we had 3 things, then it's like I said, it's much more focused on those 3 things.
It worked effectively because I think the brain, how we use like half of our brain,
I think it's really good because it's small, so you can remember it. It's retainable.